Request Professor Chudong kindly introduce your students, international students, please, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, it's my honor to give you all distinguished coaches and also officers from in India about the Wushu basic trainings. And also, right now is the COVID-19 spreading in the world. I wish you everyone is staying safe. Okay, right now, before I start the lesson, I'd like to introduce our two international students here. They will demonstrate the movements later on. 快过来！哎，快过来！快好，好，来一块敬个礼啊！好，你这敬礼。Okay, this student, his name is Sunit. He's Wafa, and Sunit is from India, half from India and also half from Malaysia. Okay, later on he will just demonstrate some skill, and we also talk about their correction of their movement. Okay, right now let me start my lecture before we practically instruction the students level Wushu skill. So if you have any question, you can let me know. Okay.
Yeah, we will put some questions at the end of the lecture, sir.
Yeah. This is a lecture. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the content of today's lesson is the basics of Wushu. We call it in Chinese is 基本功练习. So the contents is why do we need to practice Wushu basics, and also the components of the Wushu lesson. So as a coach, what kind of the components in one class or one training session, and also the contents warm up, contents of basics. Basics is a main part, and the contents of the cool down. Actually, we think also it's very important that it do the cool down exercise, not just directly finish the hard training. Okay, this picture, can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the Wushu Youth Olympic debut, an important step of the world recognition. So the Youth Olympic Game will be held in Dubai in 2022. So I think many coaches are eagerly to wait the day to compete. But are you ready to compete? According to our formal survey, this kind of studies kind of cooperates with a Belgian professor. So this is a gold medals on the top. You can see the line from the 1991 to 2013. China team domain all the gold medals, most part of the gold medals, and other countries just share very limited medals. Therefore, how can our team, how can our India team, how can our other team compete to China Wushu teams? So there is a kind of problem. I also talk this kind of situation to other coaches, and the coaches from other countries, they mentioned they don't have good Wushu carpet. They don't have enough training time, and also they don't have enough resource supported from government. Therefore, how can we do? So from my point of view, I need to, from the aspects of the coach, to give some suggestion how to start the Wushu training from the basics and to the advanced level. At least do something. Question: why do you need to practice Wushu 基本功? Why do you need to practice Wushu basics? For what? Generally, we practice Wushu 基本功 from the very beginning level to the advanced level. For beginning level, we just build up their basic skills through the Wushu 基本功, the basics of the Wushu. Later on, when the athletes improve the high level, Do they still need to practice? My answer is still need to practice basics every day. Why? This time, during this stage, the athletes practice the basics as they warm up, as to wake up their body, and also from their specific purpose to practice 基本功. So can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the 基本功 from different stage, different phases have a different purposes. From the beginner, we just build up their basic skill. For the advanced level, we improve their skill for specific movement. Later on, I will tell you. So the components of a Wushu lesson, what kind of components? So what percentage in a Wushu practice session is? So, you know, we think the components of Wushu lesson, including warm-up and main part and the cool-down. Generally, we can see the warm-up, you can spend 10% to 15% for the warm-up. But in China, some coaches, they spend 30 to 1 hour to do warm-up. It's too long. Why they spend so long time to do the warm-up? Because athletes need to do kind of game. So they play the soccer, they do the ball games, spend a lot of time. So normally from normal training, so 10 to 15% for the warm-up is suitable. Or if the athletes or your students, their motivation is very low, so you need to organize specific exercise or the game for them. So the main part is about the 30 to 80%. And the cool down, we also need to do the cool down exercise, that's 10 to 15%. So I just go on. How to stretch. So we have the front stretching. So before we start the basics, normally we ask the student to stretching. So we have, do you know how to stretch? Later on, I can ask the student to do something else, the stretching. Because I think here, I don't prepare this. This is a front stretching. And for the right side, that is side stretching. And we also have another kind of stretching, this, that. Later on, if you want to get more in detail, I can ask the student to do the stretching for you. This is a front split, 竖叉, 横叉. Yeah, we stretch like that. Okay, except the stretching. This is only, you know, just a moment, I mentioned the stretching is only about our lower limb stretch, the flexibility of our lower limbs. In fact, we also need to improve our shoulder flexibility. Therefore, shoulder flexibility, shoulder stretching like this. Can you see the video?
Yes, yes.
So this, we can up and down or left and side sway to make the motion of our joint range is more flexible. Except that, and for some small joints, you know, for extremity joints, we also need to improve the flexibility. This one is improve our, we call it 蹼步压腿, drop stance stretching. The purpose of this is to improve the motion range of our ankle and also improve the flexibility of our lower limbs. Why we need to do this? For this 蹼步压腿, normally we organize is we ask this student or athletes put their foot against the wall and then do the 蹼步. Okay, I show you. Oh no, this is a downward. Okay, how to kick? The front kick. Front kick, normally, you know, the 正踢, we call it in Chinese is a 正踢腿. The 正踢腿, the purpose of the 正踢腿 normally is improve the flexibility and also improve the kicking speed and also to help complete the 腾空飞脚. You may ask why. We do the 正踢腿 is related to the 腾空飞脚. I will tell you later. First, show you the 正踢腿. This is a generally organization of the 正踢腿. We also can individually kick the 正踢腿. For example, can hold the bar and kick from the kick, do the front kick like this. Repeat 10 times or 20 times. And for the coach, you just use the timer to record the time of your students, the performance. So you generally for 10 正踢腿 on the stationary position is less than 10 seconds. For 20 repetition of the 正踢腿, normally within 20 seconds. For the elite athletes, for the front kick on the stationary position, generally they can complete the 20 repetition of the 正踢腿 within 12 to 15 seconds. So you can also compare to. So who is raise the hand? Did I continue? Okay, let me continue.
Continue, no problem.
Okay. Why we think the 正踢腿 is also an important kind of basic skill for 腾空飞脚, because 腾空飞脚 you need to do the 单拍. If your kicking speed is not fast enough, therefore your right leg landing is impossible. So generally, the coach think, okay, my athlete cannot complete the 腾空飞脚 landing with their right leg. One reason, that is his kick speed is slow. Therefore, need to practice, improve the 正踢脚, 正踢腿. Okay, this is a side kick, 侧踢. So I just very quick, the 侧踢 is important, in fact, important to improve the flexibility and also something else. But this one, 外摆腿. Outside Korean kick, we call 外摆腿, right? It's important. As asterisk, I just put asterisk because it's an important kick as well. The purpose of 外摆腿 is to improve the flexibility for sure, and also improve the kicking speed, help to complete 腾空百连. So let's practice, let's take a look. This is a normal practice of 外摆腿. Okay, you may ask, oh, my student only slap one. Is there two sound, right? So is that correct? Snap only with right hand or both hands need two slaps? Let me tell you. Originally, the correct one, the former one is 3 snaps. 1, 2, 3. So you will hear 3 claps on the toes on the right side. For the left side is only one clap. Therefore, but later on, some athletes just 1 and this. So it's not. We still tolerate. We still consider it's correct. But when you, especially when you do the 难度, do the 外摆腿, normally just 1. Otherwise, if you slap 3 times, you don't have enough time to complete in the air, the jumping air. Except the normal one, and we also can organize kind of the 外摆, repeat 3 to 5 times once. For this kind of purpose is to improve the kicking speed and also the core strength. Okay, I continue. This is an inside Korean kick. We call 礼盒腿. Okay, 礼合腿 except to improve the flexibility and the kicking speed, and also important that is prepare for the 旋风脚 in air. Therefore, 礼合腿 is important. It's really important. And just a moment, I forgot the 外摆腿 also is helpful. It's a kind of for the 旋风脚. Why? You may ask me, the 外摆腿 is a 腾空摆连, right? Why is related to 旋风脚? Okay, I show you direction in case I forget this. I show you. When you do the 旋风脚, right? Do this. So if you have the kicking speed, this. If you have a kicking speed, this, you may jump and very fast. You won't waste any second to take off. You will observe many athletes. When they perform 旋风脚, it's very hard to kick their left leg. So this is important. So you can organize kind of 外摆腿 for them to improve their left leg kicking. Okay, 礼合腿 is no problem. 礼合腿 also is very important to we do the 旋风脚. Except the general normal one, we also do kind of and like this. Yeah, it seems I need to do it again. This 1, 2, 3, like this. For can you follow me? Can you see me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. So normally for the advanced level, they practice the 合腿 just like that, especially in order to improve their kicking speed of the 礼合腿, they need to repeat to kick. The general 礼合腿 is okay, but they need to organize specific exercise in order to improve their kicking speed. The kicking speed is really important for our jumps. Okay, 单拍脚. So do you have any idea about the front athlete? When he do the complete the 单拍脚 front slam, he had kind of wrong movement. His hip is a little outside turning. So therefore, when he do the jumping front kick, his toes is not straight. His toes is like this. His kicking foot will direct to the outside. So so therefore the basic of the 单拍脚 on the ground is important. The purpose of the 单拍脚 in our 长拳, we have a lot of 单拍脚, right? So we need to improve. And also our 腾空飞脚 is seriously depend on our 单拍脚. And also something else for our 单拍脚. Therefore, it's important. 弹腿冲拳. Okay, this is a toes kick. 弹腿冲拳, regard to the 弹腿冲拳 toes kick, the important training method is focus on his toes kick. The kicking leg should horizontal, not over the waist level. And also his toes kick should from the knee up and extend his knee, just like this. So the wrong one is just swing up. The wrong 腾空飞脚 like that, the 弹腿 is like this. The wrong one. This is wrong. Correct one, 1, 2, like this. And also at end of the movement, we require the athlete to hold on for 1 second in order to improve his core strength. Okay, take a look this. 蹬脚蹬腿 侧踹腿 side heel kick. Pay attention. You can see the rare athletes, his flexibility is not good. In order to help the athletes kick higher, how can we do? Side split. So need to the stretching for their side split, improve their flexibility on their hip. So generally, we ask them to do the side split. If normally we practice side split, side stretching, improve their flexibility of their hip. If they have a good flexibility on their hip, they can do very high side heel kick, and also the balance will be good. Okay, I continue. This is a so the common mistake of the 蹬腿, that is the force point should focus on the heel here. The here. Okay, so normally the athletes cannot release their power, focus on their heel, need to correct. How can we correct? Generally, relax their leg and to repeat like this. So this movement is a kind of, how can we do? Step, like this, step, knee up. So horizontal, okay? So the wrong movement, mistake is like this. If like this, it's not correct. Should hold it. Should hold it. Okay, I should faster. Okay, this is important. 腿法，前扫 front sweep。你们等会儿哦。The common mistake is a leg bend. Supporting leg is higher than the horizontal, or the supporting leg is not touch the supporting thigh. You can see this. His toes is off the ground, right? While he's sweeping, his toes off the ground. How can we do? I think because also when I was coach, I instruct the athletes. They also have same mistakes. How can we do? Step by step. First, two hands on the ground to sweep, and let them slowly to build up. They have a correct sense of their foot on the floor. Later on, slowly increase their speed. If we have time, I will ask them to do it. And backward sweep is also a common mistake, is similar to the front sweep. The backward sweep, often the athletes had kind of mistake is bend their knee when they do the 后扫腿. And another common mistake is their foot always off the ground. I will ask the student to do it. 一会儿你们准备做后扫腿和前扫腿啊。Okay, the stance, 弓步. 弓步 is a common mistake, rear leg bend. And the front knee is beyond the toes. And the stance is too high. So this is a 3 general mistakes. How to improve the quality? Yeah, the question is how can we do? How can we organize? We can ask the athletes to do the stationary 弓步 and then change. Normally hold the both stance for 1 to 130 seconds, 1 minute and 30 seconds. So improve their endurance and also build up the correct sense of their spatial sense. So therefore, we can do kind of the repeat movements to the 弓步. Okay, this is a 瀑布. One kind of exercise to improve the 瀑布 is like this. Yeah, this is one kind of exercise to improve the 瀑布, drop stance, crouch stance. The athletes is very easily to bend their knee while they're doing the movement. If they ask them to do the movement stationary, no problem. Movement is correct. But when they move from the high speed to pose the stance, it's hard. So our exercise should organize from the moving fast, suddenly stop. So these kind of exercises are encouraged to organize. 虚步, okay, 虚步 is also is very hard, hard stance to improve. Why I mention hard? One is a 虚步 is needs the flexibility of the ankle, and another is the one leg supporting power is important. So not so hurry to ask a student to bend to keep their thigh horizontal. Generally, you can step by step, stand high, slowly ask them to slow down, slow down, slow down. Then to achieve the ideal position of the 虚步. Okay, important part is a jumps, 跳跃. Let me show you the 腾飞脚. So how do you think the athlete's jump? His jump is pretty good, but if you let me to evaluate his jump, not perfect because his toes a little outside, as mentioned. Because when he do the 单拍脚, his foot a little outside. Sometimes the athletes, his jump is this direction. It's not straight, right? So how can you correct? I also meet this kind of situation. You know, sometimes the coach think, okay, maybe your flexibility is not good. In fact, it's not. Why? Because his kicking speed is not fast enough. Therefore, kick outside, down, the distance is a little shorter than front kick. You can see this is a short, but this is longer. Therefore, he just kick outside in order to compensate the kicking speed. So we need to ask the student, the athlete, do a lot of repetition of the 正踢脚, 正踢腿, and also 单拍 in order to improve the kicking speed. And another is another common mistake of the 腾空飞脚, that is 左脚. The left foot should like tiptoe, but many athletes like this, right? Like this, I show you. Their jump like this, shoot like this, but they like this, right? So how can we do it? This kind of mistake is not purposely, they just do it. This kind of mistakes about their human reflection. Why? Because if they like this and their skill is not good, very easy to strain their ankle. Therefore, if their jump is not high enough, they are not confident. They are easily prepare the landing, just like the flight, the new flight. When they design new flights, they always drop the tire, the wheel, prepare to landing immediately. For the human beings, for the athletes, they also like this. They prepare to land. Therefore, how can we do it? How can we correct this movement? Increase their confidence, increase their kicking speed, increase their jump height. Therefore, they have enough time to do the landing and the tiptoe. Okay? Okay, 旋风脚. Can you see? This athlete, his 旋风脚 is okay, right? It's okay. His kicking leg in the air is not straight. The common mistake. And another one that is, do you observe his takeoff leg is right leg jump. For some athletes, they have a 2 feet jump. I show you. This is the motion analysis. 14 or 16 years ago, I just do the kind of research. We asked the top athlete to our lab to measure. This is kind of very consistent. It's we can measure the kicking speed, the center of their mass, and also acceleration, the landing, everything about the motion. This is a force plate. We can see how much they push on their right leg, how much on their left leg. So this is a kind of 540 of the with the split landing. 您别拉伤了啊，别拉伤了。So you can see this curve, the figure on the top, that is their center of their mass moving. So center mass, this is a 1.6. That means their center mass moved to the 1.6 meters, and the center of their mass on the below of the figure, that is the acceleration. So the lowest one, the fattest one is around the -4. Okay, question. My question. Two takeoff styles in our 旋风脚. Which one is better? One leg takeoff, and another one, 2 leg takeoff. Which one is better? Okay, let me tell you. We also use the electromyograph to measure their muscle contraction during the conducted the study. So this our sensor put on their muscle and also cuff to measure the situation. So remember, this is outside. This is outside of their muscle, inside of their quadriceps. This is the middle of their quadriceps. This is outside of their quadriceps. This is their cuff muscle. Okay, I show you. Here, this is a 2 feet jump. 2 feet jump. 2 feet jump, that is outside and inside contraction is similar. And for the middle muscle of their quadriceps also contraction. So that means the quadriceps contraction together. And please note here, the 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see my arrows? I wish you can see. This is about their cuff. Okay, show you. This one, 2 feet jump. 2 feet jump. This 1 feet jump. So 2 feet jump, quadricep contraction, and this calf contraction later. Contraction later. So regarding the single foot jump, can you see the figure of a single foot jump? The muscle contraction is different. It's an outside, inside contraction, but middle of the muscle don't work too much. Therefore, when you do the training, you need to consider how to organize the power training for your athletes. And also when you do the takeoff for the warm up, for the 2 feet jump athletes, if they take off with 1 foot, this is waste time. For example, I show you many athletes that do the takeoff for their jumping tornado is wrong. Why? Show you. 等会儿啊，来了。They do like this, right? They always like this. Actually, some athletes, they jump with 1 leg jump. They do like this. Right? So therefore, you need to decide if your athlete jump with 2 feet jump, his takeoff should practice 2 feet jump. If 1 leg jump, you do 1 leg jump. Okay, another figure is this, the above, the 2 lines, right? The red line is a single leg jump, 1 leg jump. The black line is a 2 feet jump. That means we measure the kicking speed. So the 1 leg jump is much faster for the kicking speed. Therefore, especially for the lady, for the women, they do the 1 leg jump because can kick faster. They have not enough leg power to push them very high and do the kick. Therefore, most of our female athletes, the takeoff skill they use is 1 leg jump. Therefore, if you also have very good of the outside Korean kick technique, you can do very quick to let your 1 leg push up, then you complete the kick. So this is about the 旋风脚 the technique. Okay, there is a kind of the 3 options for the takeoff. The foot, you can see this is in the middle. The middle in the course, the center of the course, that is kind of the left foot. So the right foot, this position, or front, or we have a several. We focus a several takeoff position of your takeoff. Which one is better? The best one for the twist is before we suppose the small figure is correct. But later on, many professional team provide us the feedback. The big figure is the best because they twist and they also body can turn to the whole circulation. In fact, the small one also can increase their turning speed because the time limit. So I just only mention here. Okay, 腾空飞脚，旋风脚，腾空摆点。Okay, this is a regular one, right? Okay, jumping lotus kick for 难度, how can we do it? For 2 feet jump, several takeoff skill in jumping lotus kick. Deep squat or semi-squat for the jump, which one is better? And also the arm swing. So what kind of arm swing? Should you like this or swing back? Or you do like this. There is about the technique. 炫子，哎，你们准备啊，我要叫你们过来。There also is a kind of technique inside of this. Let me show you. Jump height. In order to, especially you do the jump, 旋子转体. How can you do it? Because you're supporting your takeoff foot technique is important, and also you swing your body. You swing your body is a position. Show you. Generally, if we start from here, if you body up this direction, you will land it here. Therefore, generally, if we run direction like this, 1, 2, 3, here, you swing your body and your head at least this direction or this direction, this direction. Then your landing is a whole circle. Then your landing is a whole circle, just like the figure on your right side. You can see the athlete. When this is the last moment when he take off, just like this. Okay, then I will ask the student to demonstrate some movement to correct. 快过来，来了。Okay, I will like this. I will switch to smartphone. Smartphone. 等一下啊 I will switch to smartphone. 哦，等等，可以比较推。So like this. His problem is the foot off the ground. So how can we do the backward sweep? I show you. 好，我们看一下这个后朝腿这样，一般这样做，再看往上少一点。The hands is here. Yeah. And don't let your body, if your body is not beyond the leg, you will bend your leg. So always keep your body within at least within the line or less than line. So like this. So if your leg over your body, very easy to bend this. Okay? You get it? So how can we do it? So try your hands maximum. Put here. And then when you this position, your hands follow. So like this. Okay? So normally like this. 好，我们再做一个 Yes. Okay, we do one more is a 弓步。来练练弓步。We show the process. Generally, we just do like this. Yeah. And we also can practice the pump. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So you can see if the student stand very low, very high, no problem. You don't have to push him. You can ask him to stand here longer time. When he's tired, he will slowly lower his position. Yes. But also sometimes his stance is very high. It's not he wants to his baby. It's not about his baby. Maybe his flex appearance. Therefore, we need to improve his flex appearance. So generally, we can organize it. 我可以把这个电脑关了。So we can do like this. 这儿看到吧，看到。Okay, like this. 你可以看得见啊。This is front stretch. Front stretch. 我把它关掉了，对，关掉了，不然的话噪音大。This is a side stretch. 你拿着看看呢。哎呦 ，side stretch 可以的是吧？
Okay.
This is side stretch. Like this. Front stretching is the supporting foot. 过来 supporting foot is like this. And you do like this. Try to let your head
To the toes.
Yeah, to the toes. Okay. And another way is an easy way. Athletes always sit down on the floor. Do this. 你来做做 ，right？ 哎，我还可以啊。你可以做，我来给你摄像。哎 ，Yes, you can ask them to hold. When I was young, I always be pressed by my coach. Very tough, very hard. But another easy, gentle way that is let your athletes hold this position for 5 minutes. So yeah, so when you're tired, automatically the gravity will bring your butt to the carpet. Okay. 还有啊。Yes, then we will do another kind of the exercise I show you. It's about It's about the 弓步冲拳. Okay, wait. 来了. How can we organize in order to improve the accuracy of the stance? This is one exercise to improve the stance. 那一会儿你们练，一会儿开始简单的内容啊。一个人，这边可以拿回站。So during this kind of practice, so how the coach do? The coach will correct his leg, whether the push, okay, and also the push and the pumps simultaneously. This. So at the beginning, you can ask him, do the speed is slow. So he's easily to have the standard correct movement. As the speed increase, the accuracy of the movement decreases. Therefore, you need to focus on his movement. 你看这手的，你看这个地方离这儿，啪，它的对在这里。还不太会啊，是吧？马步，好，马步，试一下马步 ，OK。How can we do a 马步？马步 is we can put some hand form or just without hand form. We can do like this. One, two, or we do like this. One, two, three. We can like this. Okay, 你试下这个。So this exercise, this exercise can help the athletes improve their leg power and also the accuracy, endurance of their leg. 对的，好，来做一下这个就是前扫腿。前扫腿。对。好，你来做一个，看好了。Okay, when you have the student, how can you? So when you have the student, they just do like this. How can you correct the movement? My suggestion that's step by step. First, 1, 2, 3. Then ask the student to slowly move his leg like this. In fact, the spinning of the front sweep is a kind of technique. Why? You need to do like this, the kick. And also the supporting pose. There are 2 methods. One is direct like this. Another one, 1, 2. Especially for 前扫腿. For 难度, generally act like this. Then swing arm and simultaneously swing their leg. 好，我看时间差不多了啊。Okay, the time is almost there. So the time is almost finished, right? So I need to maintain some time.
So, Professor, can we start the question answer? Can we take the questions?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. If anybody want to ask any questions, please raise your hand so that I could ask one by one. Yes, sir.
看不见了，那你们来。
Hi, Mr. Joe.
Yeah, hello.
Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Mr. Joe, you told about us about the 1 leg and 2 leg jumps.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us what is the advantage of 1 leg and 2 leg jumps, and when we use them? When we use them in the routine, especially.
Yes. Good question. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Okay, let me tell you the advantage of the 1 leg jump. Okay. Let me show you. 你就拿着啊。
Because we have to use both of them in the routine, no? Sorry.
Yeah. Can you see me? The 2 feet jump normally the athlete like this. So for the jump capacity really good strong leg athletes, they do 2 feet jump. For this, the advantage is their landing normally very stable. So the spinning speed is less slower than the one leg jump.
One leg,
Therefore,
okay, right.
landing always is somewhat stable than one leg jump. But the disadvantage is they have a strong leg. And for the one leg jump, the advantage is their kicking speed is faster. Therefore, for some athletes, especially their jump capacity is not very good. It's very good for, especially for girls. So why the girl do this? I show you. They do kind of rolling 旋风脚 like this. Right? The rolling. We call it rolling. The roll. Why do they roll like this? They just shift their weight on the leg very fast to pass the supporting leg. Then lift this leg up. Then they have very easy to raise their kicking leg. Therefore, the advantage of the advantage of one leg jump is their kicking speed is faster, and also is less requirement for their lower leg power. Yes.
Okay.
I wish my
Okay, thank you. It means we want more spin. We go for one leg jump, and two leg jump is more
yes.
stable. More stable.
In fact, according to our survey many years ago, the most popular jumping technique is one leg jump. Only
Okay,
few
athletes. Can we use the shifting of momentum in this technique?
Pardon?
And the shifting of momentum from one leg to another leg. Yeah.
Shifting of momentum.
Shifting moment. What's the shifting moment?
It's like
the force you use while jumping.
It's
like 跳的时候会用一种力量吧，就是
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that is so you mean the takeoff technique, right?
Yeah.
The running speed, run up, right? Run up is very important. Okay, I show you the one leg run up technique. It's important. It also is a really useful according to our research. Okay, you can see the line, right? The line here. Generally, for athletes, it's just like this. 1, 2, 3. Let's step on one line. So the one line is only just up down. So the force is no any rotation.
Yeah, force will not rotate. Yeah.
One like this. 1, 2. Then there is kind of the rotation. Why? Because the torque. When you have the horizontal speed,
Line should be straight. Yeah. Takeoff line should be straight. Yeah. Thank you.
This. Yes.
Okay.
So just a moment I mentioned that left foot here because you brake, so your momentum is forward, right? So because there's an angle, see this is line and close here. So this one is another angle, so we'll direction twist, and this one is the landing will to this direction. So later on, the professional athletes that don't satisfy this kind of landing because since for the judge, since they cannot complete the two circles landing. So therefore, the technique like this, 1, 2 takes longer time here. So their landing is this direction. Therefore, it seems they can easily to complete the 2 circles spinning. For a judge, it's easy to evaluate. Only the difficulty, a little challenge for athletes, that is their leg takes a little longer, so it takes longer time. So they need to practice, organize specific exercise, improve their takeoff technique.
Okay, one more, Professor. One more thing. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
One more thing,
Yeah.
sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Sir, how can we achieve the maximum height? Can you tell please our viewers how can we achieve the maximum height? Very important.
Yeah. The good question. Everyone want maximum height. The maximum height,
No height.
you need. Yeah. It's not too hard. Some exercise, some drills are suggested. For example, 来蛙跳，来一个，可以啊。Yeah, this is one. Yeah, this is a dynamic exercise and also kind of the weight training, yeah, like this. You know, with the dumbbell, do this
Like squats.
Yeah,
squatting or half squatting. And another good method for me, I think that is a kind of exercise. For example, with a step, for example, third one. When I was young, this is a very good exercise. So I jump my back like this. Like this. Okay. And another way is like this. You know, this step is a little high. Generally, a little lower. So the challenge, the difficulties are less. So this kind of exercise is very good to improve the explosive power. And also this one. This. Just improve their contraction of their calf. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I wish my answer is good. 爬楼梯很好，对。
Anybody else who wants to ask the question? Please raise your hand.
对，你要听听啊，万一他的英不英语，
我是。
都讲得很清楚。哦，解释。对，一会儿还要。
Yes, Abhilash, please ask.
Sir, my question is, how can we avoid knee injury during jumping techniques practice?
Knee injury during this technique.
Oh, yeah, knee injury, right? Okay. When athlete do the knee injury, yes, this is a kind of the terrible thing they need to avoid, right? Generally, why this can cause the knee injury? Because the wrong landing technique. Why we have the wrong landing technique? Because their jump height is too low, and while they are landing, they still have much stronger spinning momentum. Therefore, it's very easy to tear or to injure their knee. So we need to practice landing technique. How can we do the landing technique? 来，你会做吗 ？Yeah, okay. I will ask my student to show you. 来，弄两下。哎，对，喂。喂。Okay, do. Yeah, this is one. Generally, this is one. Like this. 对，你先来两个里合腿，再做这个，就做两个连续里合腿。对。不，就原地做里合腿，再做个马步。对。不用跳吗？不用跳，你现在就是这个不用跳。Yes, this one. 做两个里合腿 ，one， 做两个 one two, complete 1 2, then 马步 yes. Generally, we do from easy way and a safe way. You try it, yeah. For beginner and not very good, yes, you can ask the slowly, step by step, just like this. So don't get hurt, right? First, ask your athletes to perform the easy movement on the ground. Later on, when he has a strong sense, strong leg power, then can slowly do the landing from the jump. And except this, we also have something else. 拿着，看来不行。In fact, I have the exercise, the lessons for the landing, for the spinning, like this. Like this. Normally, you know, first we have this. This is one, another is a. Then we have a 1 2 3, like this. So different drills to improve, in order to improve the take the landing skill. So generally, we need to to evaluate the level, the performance skill of your athlete, then organize to just to give some training exercise.
Professor, we take the last question of this session.
Okay.
Sumit, you please ask the question.
सर जब जंप्स के बाद 720 के बाद जब हम लैंडिंग करते हैं तो उस समय कैसे हम अपने स्पीड को कंट्रोल करेंगे?
Excuse me, can you?
Professor, he is asking while we are taking the 720-degree jump in there, after 720-degree jumps, when we land, how to control our body?
For 720, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
720.
720 旋风脚, right? 旋风 tornado, right?
Yeah.
How can you
After,
control?
how to control our body?
How to control?
Okay. Generally, two methods. One method is control your legs. You do the 礼合, right? After you need very quick to complete the 礼合腿, then yes, you like this. Right, very quick. Then keep your body straight. Then you twist. So this is about your kicking leg to maintain your body straight in the air, just like this. So you need to practice. This is one. Another one also is they improve your handling technique. When you complete this, then you for your body. There are two methods, two techniques. One is you will see some athletes directing the arm like this. So for this technique, that means his arm or her arm doesn't work, right? Because he already like this. So what he depend his. And another way is this kick and then spin. For this, takes longer time. So generally, for this, it's easier to control their body in the air, but it takes for this kind of technique, it's a longer flying time. So they need to have a good jump. So for this kind of athletes, they can do this and this. For some athletes, they can direct it to like this and the kick. Okay. I wish my question is answered.
Yeah.
Your question is answered.
Yeah, very right. So this is the end of this session. So tomorrow we'll meet at the same time, 12 o'clock. Till then, goodbye, everybody. Sir, please.
Okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Hello, sir. Thank you very much, sir. It was a nice session and it was a very informative. We are thankful to the IDLF and you, sir. Hope that everybody enjoyed and we will extract more and more from you today, sir, tomorrow, sir. And thank you very much, sir, for giving the best and informative session, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
来，怎么推也好推。